Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cindy and I make all kinds of beauty content, and I also do exercise videos in the morning too. So if that's what you like, then please subscribe. Today I'm starting a brand new series for Vlogmas called the 12 Days of Movie Themed Look. And to start it off on day one, movie one, we're going to do the Grinch that Stole Christmas. This is from ColourPop. I bought it myself, came in the mail. And I did not get the whole collection. I just got the palette. And see, isn't that pretty? So we're going to do a couple of looks with this. And I'm going to start it off with green. So let's get started. It looks like the palette, you really could just go down the rows and do a look. For the most part, the only thing, there is not a matte in the green. But we're going to see if we can get this to work good for us, because I've not done any green in a long time. So I'm going to start off with kind of a smaller, flatter brush. I'm going to take this dark shade of green and put in both corners. We're going to do a halo look. I just think that would work out best since we don't have any mattes. But I do have my face primed with moisturizer only. And why don't we, instead of starting off that way, it's kind of light, and I think I might have dipped into the wrong one. Let's take a kind of a fluffier brush and use one of these a little bit more neutral colors underneath it. Maybe this color here in the corner. We'll put that over the whole lid, just to give it a little sparkle. These names do have shades on them. Excuse me. The shades do have names on them. I won't be giving the names because I can't see them. And but it's this one right here, this lightest pinkest shade that I use. Now we're going to go back in with our big brush, and this is the first time I'm touching this palette, so hopefully we will like it. I'm going to do the dark green on the inner and outer corners. This is going to be a sparkly look. You know, if you wanted a green matte, you could pull out one of your other rainbow palettes and use that. But I'm okay with it being sparkly. A lot of times I add sparkle all the way to it anyway, even after I do the mattes. And I do like the outer edge to go out a little bit. So we've got that down. Let's go ahead and take that lighter shade of green and put it in the center of our eye. We'll tap that on with our hands. And we're probably going to go in with the brush also. It feels creamy. I mean, it's got a little bit of a, I don't know what you'd call it. I think someone said these had some super shock shades in them, which I don't have any of the super shocks because, you know, I was just using drugstore makeup for a while. I kind of got out of colors at all for a few years there. But we're getting back into the groove of things. Although I like all colors. I like neutrals. I like colors. The last look I did was that gold look. I wasn't that excited. It looked okay. It just wasn't my thing. You know, if you had a gold top or something gold to match with it, it would be okay. So this is really creamy. And so I'm going to take another flat brush. Wipe that off. And I'm going to go ahead and fill it in a little bit more. So I think this looks good this is turning out good even without the matte. I did kind of half watch someone's video. I think her name's Rachel. And she kind of reviewed the whole kit, or a lot of the pieces of the kit, of the collection, I mean. And she didn't do a green look. Well, she said she likes green, so I was kind of surprised. If she did, I forgot and I skipped over it. I think she did more of a, I don't know what she did. She likes neutrals, and I like everything. So I'm going to do a little bit more of this. Now the dark green did not have, it's not a super shock. It's more just of a shimmer. It doesn't have any, it's not punched in. Like if you see this, you can see my fingerprints. It's creamy. And the dark green is not. It's just more of a shimmer. And I'm just going back in with that. Tipping back in with the dark green, clean it up a little bit. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to take that color that we used on the lid and I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit more blending and put that on the top of my brow. We might be able to use this as even a liner, this Super Shot color. What did I use for the brush? Okay, I think I used the same flat brush for the dark green as I did the light green. So I'm taking a different brush and wiping it off. Because I don't wash my brushes all the time like a lot of people do. Just smooth things out a little bit. Someone said, it may have been Rachel, that they used to put Super Shock shades in the palettes a lot and didn't. So I've got some green. Let's see if I've got a green pencil. I know I do in another palette and another one. Here's a dark green. We'll use this one. But I'm going to do a haul with those and I hadn't opened them yet. So let's take this green and let's line our eye. See how it looks. And we can take that dark green and brighten it up too. Now these came from Amazon. I've used them before. Y'all have seen them. I think that looks okay. It kind of matches the dark green pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to do my foundation and that kind of stuff and lashes, and I'll come back and we will finish it up. Okay, I'm back. I'm not completely finished, so we can kind of finish together. I'll tell you what I used. In addition to this green liner, I did not put any more of this on, but I have this green liquid eyeliner that I picked up from Amazon. I don't know the brand, nothing I ever heard of. I was actually just looking for the color green. And you might see I lined the top and the bottom of the eyes. So I think the green liner did help the bottom. So I did have to use several coats. So I don't think this is the best. It's not a one coat eyeliner. Then I used, for the tinted sunscreen, I used Elta MD today. And just because I have it, I need to use it before it expires. And for the blush, I used this quad. I stuck with the peach. I started with the peach all over and up around my eyes and just added a little bit of pink in. And the lashes, I use these fluffy cat eyes that I get from Amazon that I love. And what else did we use? We hadn't done highlighter yet. I want to stick with the palette. Oh, lipstick. I lined it with just a nude pencil that I'd had. I had kind of a red pencil, but I can't. Oh, is this it? This is it, but I didn't use that. I'm glad I found it though. And then I used this Nomad that came with their, not the last release, but the next release that they had about the Witch City sale. So let's go ahead and let's do some highlighter. I'm going to stick with the palette, and I have not swatched these, so I'm just going to trust it. I'm going to take the lightest shade here, right above the row of green, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner. It's, I don't know what color it is. Is this a Super Shock? It feels real creamy. I don't know if it's a cream or not. It doesn't really look white on. It might be taking up the color of my skin and powder. But anyway, it's supposed to just be a highlight anyway. So this is what the inner corner highlight looks like. Let's go ahead and use some of these other colors. Let's use this kind of a peachy color to put over the cheeks. Just dipping it in. I can't really tell much about it because I'm just barely sprinkling it. And we'll put a little bit of that over the eyes too. Alrighty, so I believe this is the finished look. I hope you like it. I used the bigger rollers in my hair today because my hair is getting a little bit longer, and I'm gonna see if I can start using the big rollers and wear it a little bit straighter. I mean, I don't want to just go completely straight because the ends are still frayed. They might be forever frayed. We don't know. Even getting it cut about a ½ inch every time I go. Anyway, so y'all stay tuned for the next look. We're going to do another look for this video, and I might take my makeup off this afternoon and do it today, or I might wait till tomorrow. We'll see. And so just stay tuned for the next look. So I'm back for another look with the Grinch palette. There's several options we could use. These look more kind of red on the end. This one looks brownish. This one looks kind of neutral, and they're all beautiful, but we're only going to do 2 looks, but we'll do more looks later. You know, we might have something else scattered in the month. So I think I would like to do a red. This one here, the red is a shimmer. This one, the red is a matte. This is a shimmer. Both these tops are shimmers, and both these middles. So it just depends on what we want to do. I think I'm going to stick with the matte and just use the one shimmer. So let's get started. We're going to find a brush. We're going to start with this center color here, and we're going to go over our lid and our crease. Or we don't have to go over the whole lid, but we're going to go over the crease. And I don't have as much light on. I've got my window open. It's Saturday afternoon. And so we've got a lot of natural light. So it might look better. It might look worse. And we're not going to do another halo. So actually it's the same day as the green look. I went out and did a few things and had lunch with my husband. And then I came up and took my makeup off. And so we're doing another look. And then I'll go out again just because I got to get all these looks in before the 25th. So we're just doing the crease area. We're going to do more of a cat eye, or that's what I call it. I don't know what the official name is. Put that there. And I do have to tell you, the adhesive I've used this morning, I got this off Amazon. You can get it at the drugstore, anywhere. This Kiss is for sensitive eyes. It has aloe in it, and it didn't bother my eyes near as much. So I think I'm going to get me another backup tube and start using that, because my eyes had been real red and irritated at night, and I think it's because of the strong adhesive I was using. But we're gonna throw out all the open, and we're just gonna use the stuff for sensitive eyes and see how that works out for us. Okay, now let's take another brush, a little bit flatter, and we're gonna take this kind of dark red and do in the corner, sort of a cranberry color. I'm going to slant it out because that's the way I go. And my eyes probably are still a little bit irritated, you know, because today's the first day I used that. So yesterday I still used it. It may take a while for my eyes to kind of get, you know, back to normal. And this way I can use top eyeliner, and I'm just blending without all that black, and it might show up a little bit more if I'm just using clear. Of course, the lashes have a black band on them. Now we're going to take this shimmer here and put on our lid. See how we like that. Now the green, when I just took it off, so I probably just had it on a few hours. To me, it kind of had, when I was in my bathroom taking it off in the other room, it kind of had like a gold shift to it. It was not silver. Even this white up here that looks white, it had sort of a yellow cast to it. So it's not really white. It could have just been the way it landed on my skin, you know. And I'm definitely getting. So I'm going to go ahead and take another brush and try to get the corners a little bit better. So this is sort of a neutral look. Really, the green is the only bright color. And some people say green is a neutral, which I'm good with that. This is what I was using. Let's go ahead. This is a pretty color, this middle one here. Do some more brightening up on the edges. Now let's see what we're going to do for the under eyes. We can do this, but I'm afraid it's going to drift and melt and do bad. We've got this kind of a reddy brown color of a liner pencil, and we got plain brown. And I think I want to use this kind of a reddy brown liner under the eyes. See how we like that. I do have some more liners. I haven't opened them yet, but we will. This looks real good with the edge that we just put on. I don't think I want to put this at the top of my eye, though. I'm afraid that it would be too hard to line the eye. Even this, I'm having to really line. And these just came from Amazon. We could line the top of the eye with the powder. Let me find that little... This is what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and see if we can line the top of the eye too, since we're using clear lash liner. Just see if we can stamp it out. Get it to hold some color. See, but this is, everything's got kind of a yellow cast, and it could just be my skin too. I'm kind of going in a little bit with this angle brush in my crease, just a little bit at the edge with this darker cranberry color. Now just blend some more. For the inner corner, we're not going to do that just yet, but I'm not going to use that again because it's deceptive. It looks white, but it's not. We might just use plain highlighter, but we'll see. Or we could use this shade. It looks like it would go with everything. But it's even darker than what we've got on our lid. Okay, so this is going to be, for the most part, the basic look. I'm going to put on my face sunscreen and powder and finish up, or almost finish up. And then I'll come back and I'll tell you my final thoughts. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and finished it up off camera. We didn't do that much. I wore the same lashes that I did for the previous look. These are my favorite, one of my favorite fluffy cat eyelashes. And I did not do any different. All I did, I touched up the colors that we used on this one column. And don't worry, we're going to do some more, just not in this video. And what else did I do? I used this tinted sunscreen, Ulta MD, this L'Oreal highlighter pencil, not highlighter, concealer pencil for the circles under my eyes, which I don't know that it helps that much, but we try. I use this highlighter, all 3 shades, for cheeks, inner corner, and over the eyes and nose. And what else did we use? This lash adhesive, I do have to tell you, I like it. It doesn't, the lashes don't stick as tight. You have to work with them a little bit more and make sure they're down. Where the black, they was just like, you know, tar, like what you asphalt or something. But anyway, we'll get used to it. But I'm still going to watch it and see if it really makes a difference or not. Because I do think, I think the black, I think it might look a little bit better. You know, of course, I can use black eyeliner, you know, but so this is the look. It looks kind of golden at the lid. And if you recall, we just used that lighter shade of brown in the inner corner, and we didn't really put anything on the lid. The only thing on the lid we put was that shimmer. So, but I like it. I probably like it better than the green. Maybe we try the green again with something else and not do dark green and light green. Just do one of the neutrals around it and add a little pop of green to it. So I think that's about it. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and give me a like or a dislike and leave me some comments. Tell me what you like. If you like this palette, are you going to get this palette? Did you get this palette? I think you can get it on Amazon. I got it from the ColourPop site, and you might be able to get to Ulta or somewhere else too. So anyway, we'll see you for the next look. Bye-bye.